Ticker symbol MULN rallying to the upside upon the news of David Mitchery signing over to make a fight, a true fight, against the naked shorts. Let's go ahead and validate what could be happening for the following sessions. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with an MULN technicals and raw price action thread of analysis on this Hump Day Wednesday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them can consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, team, so we are looking at MULN here on the 4-hour chart, and I would actually like to point out that yes, whenever you pair the words naked shorts and fighting on a fundamental metric or a news outlet, that is likely to lead to a pretty powerful upside, as there is a wide market fight going on regarding that issue, right? So yes, we actually have made a very, very interesting upside here from ticker symbol MULN, upwards of about, I'd say, around 94% to the upside, almost triggering a 100% move in the last, I'd say, even 2 days, right? So this is incredible price action for MULN, and it shows that there could still be a continuation to the upside, although I would express extreme caution when trading tickers like this, because there are a large amount of people bag holding this ticker from very high valuations, right? Upwards of about 50 cents even. Okay, so this is it is of critical importance that if you are not a seasoned trader, and if you don't have a metric for or some type of guidance for risk management, that I would suggest staying away from this as much as humanly possible, okay? Because this is absolutely frothy. It's already highly valuated, right? So usually when run-ups like this happen, there tend to be some types of sometimes, right? There tend to be a mean reversion. Okay, so in this case, we've already combated and beat the prior day's high. I mean, pre-market highs and everything for at least a week and on, right? So this is a complete break of market structure from the shorter term time frame. Price action is still fluctuating right now, currently sitting at 1972, and just so you know, I'm in Pacific time right now, so you're looking at about 4:30 p.m. right now, still about 30 minutes left of the trading session in the after hours period. So this combating these targets here are going to lead to some pretty nice upside. I want to mention first, though, okay, that as long as we are below 32.75 in the short term, we are in bear territory. Okay, so but closing a candle, a 4-hour minimum candle upside of the 32.75, which is this candle here from Friday, June 16th, this would essentially have price action slide up to the next resistance of around 45.93, and I'm talking about a liftoff from 32.93. So that would be almost a 13-cent jump in one shot, okay, to the next relevant area of resistance. Okay, so I would express extreme caution with what we're doing here, team. Okay, watch out. MULN is actually making a very, very nice move to the upside, but you can bet that at any moment someone could take whatever they can from the losses that they have faced from this massive downside. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, but if we're looking at some of the indicators here, we're going to be taking a look at volatility versus momentum. You can see here that the moving average is still suggesting an upside, and volatility is maxed out right now at 100% critical expansion. That means that there is an extreme amount of shares being traded. And to be very clear, today's daily candle, you're looking at 1.38 billion shares traded. Okay, what does that mean? That is 2 times the allowable float. Okay, so we're looking at a share float right here. Of course, the legal float reported 620 million. Okay, so we are clearly looking at 1.38 billion in volume today, team. Okay, that is extreme volume. That is absolutely volume that can introduce a short squeeze. Okay, so if you guys want to go ahead and practice some more discretion, then find out when the major options expiration dates are going to be coming in, because upon that expiration, options contracts expiring in the money, and on those major dates, that could essentially trigger a gamma ramp or a gamma squeeze that would essentially lead into a short squeeze overall. Okay, so this is one of those conditions that was very similar to what was happening within the GME and AMC events. Okay, so this is like it, but I would really like to express extreme caution here. Okay, because you can see here that, I mean, with volume upwards of 1.3 billion and getting this upside on a 100% move, that's very. I honestly think that's being suppressed. Okay, this is not as much of an upside that I would expect from something trading 1.3 billion. Okay, in fact, I could have seen this at 74 cents with that kind of volume. We've seen a higher price action from MULN before, considering, less volume than that. Okay, so this is why I'm saying that upon this upside, people are going to start taking whatever they can from the losses that they've already incurred, right? So please be careful when trading this asset. But to be very clear, yeah, I mean, daily time frame momentum barely suggesting an upside here, and actually suggesting the upside right from where we said 1.35%. Right. Another thing that we want to take a look at here is that we were already expecting this upside. Not to say that I knew that it was going to be this whatever from David, that he was going to fight the shorts, but we were already seeing that. Check it out. These are the ladder attacks that we were counting. And we said that likely from the ladder attack that we're on right now, we would likely see the upside. And it just so happens that the charts were speaking before the fundamentals did. Lots of people have a hard time believing that, team, but it happens more often than you think. If you go ahead and hit that sub button, hit that bell notification so that you are aware whenever I'm live and whenever I do post a video, you'll start to get exposed into a systematic side, a quantitative side that you had no idea existed before. Okay, so go ahead and do that and join the Discord, where we have a lot of smart people talking in there. Okay, it's actually free. All right, team. So let's go ahead and continue on the analysis here and see what else MULN has to offer. Okay, let's go to the immediate short term, 30-minute time frame. We're actually looking at a continuation to the upside in momentum and increasing volatility again. This is very interesting. Okay, so this is about to succeed the upside of the SMA 14 yet again, and MACD is still showing an upside here, although a little bit of bear pressure coming in. But if you look very closely, it's starting to kind of reaccumulate a little bit, right? So this bar right here, the one that we're currently on, that's actually going to, I mean, it may actually correct to the upside and favor the succession of these two prior bars. Okay, so that's looking very bullish too. Okay, team. So now. And so let me go ahead and see the hourly time frame momentum. Okay, hourly time frame upside pivot on the EMA3 and SMA 14, critical volatility on top as well. Upside pivot on both the MACD and the RSI, and we absolutely have DMI support like no other though. That's an hourly time frame with 48% DMI is ridiculous. That's huge. Bi-hourly time frame upside pivot, getting a little bit overbought here on the bi-hourly time frame. Of course, historically speaking, we can definitely see and speculate that there could be a continuation to the upside even still, right? So we're currently sitting at about 84%, and historically speaking, this is another iteration here back in let's see, that was December 14th, 2022. That is around the zone of about 87%. And likely we would see some higher iterations too. Here you go. You can see another one right over here landing at about 99%, almost maxed out. So yeah, historically speaking, there's still more that this can realize, right? 4-hour time frame, we have a clear upside, very, very healthy upside here from the bullish control zone of the stochastic momentum with an increased amount of volatility here. This is great, you guys. This is cool, right? It's just if you're not a seasoned trader, I would be very careful trading this asset. Okay, clear upside here, very, very convincing upsides on the 6-hour time frame, critical volatility there as well. And look at the RSI barely entering the bullish control zone or the bull strength percentile, right? Increasing bars here, and we're actually getting a very clear inbound dispersion of returns, right? So money is definitely pouring into the asset right now. It is currently making a huge change in its volume, right? Please notice here, the market cap. Notice that the market capitalization now is sitting at about 109 million. Let's go ahead and keep an eye on that as we move, right? Because this is likely to continue rising and rising as the days move. But this is, I mean, in all essence, team, if there is no immediate sell-off or some type of a manipulative downside on this, right? Like if you, for example, if you get a bunch of call options being dropped into the supply, then that would essentially pressure price action to the downside. So that's another form of manipulation when there is an options chain presented. Okay, so without that type of manipulation, and we do suggest a continuation to the upside here, then this can continue to the upside for several days ahead. Okay, so again, remember what I said though. Okay, keep an eye on your gains. Keep an eye on this. I would not hold this overnight. I would actually, if anything, right? And paper trading, of course. We're talking about paper trade to keep the to keep retail safe, right? We're talking about simulator trading. So I would suggest you practice this trading here in the shorter time frames, right? So you can create your own squeeze by trading the scalps, right? Trading the momentum within this. All right, so I would not suggest to hold this asset overnight, as you can see what it's done before, right? Very, very bullish news, very bullish action, all time frames, all momentum suggesting a continuation to the upside. So yeah, team, practice with full discretion here. Remember, first and foremost, that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.